And to a certain extent, I mean, you're a multidisciplinary artist because you have been, as you say, a printmaker, a sculptor, a painter, but an awful lot of your life has been spent with the material of paper, and through that you have explored those various artistic forms. To what extent have they sort of worked together?
Well, what I find, paper is kind of a membrane that connects all the disciplines. When you think of it, I mean, the architect, the sculptor, the painter, they all make notes, and what do they use? Paper. You know, it's before it goes into the specific media, it is used on paper. You know, you test it out, and this is the thread that connects all of them, and then becomes in itself as a drawing. It's a media in itself, but as a kind of notation, as a link, it's part of all the media. Really.
And paper has been sort of a revolutionary medium. So we want to think right back to papyrus,
right?
And we go thousands of years ago, and then we think of it as as you say, a membrane. It's something that has various interpretations. I mean, you can write on it, but you can do a lot more with it. To what extent, I mean, do you see paper as like a multi-form?
Well, when you examine it carefully, I mean, it's fascinating when you know how paper is made. It really is liquid. Before it becomes a solid, it's liquid. It's like 90% water and over 99% water, and in there floats this little fibers, and then you separate the water and suddenly you have a solid sheet. And then you look at this sheet, it's flat, and normally, but if you turn it on its side, suddenly it can stand on its edge, and you make a couple of creases in there, and it has a structure. It becomes suddenly a dimensional thing, and you can build with it. So it's a fascinating material.
But it's also a store of memory, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, particularly when you think in terms of in what we have used it for hundreds and thousands of years, to record our history, to record whatever we do, you know. And then, you know, when you talk about memory specifically, you know, the paper reacts to moisture, reacts to stresses, you know, if you push it and pull it, and it remembers, you know, and it comes back to where it started from, you know, which is fascinating. And you know, paper has a very strong kind of, I call it will of its own, because the way the fibers run, you know, if you go against its will, you know, it treats you badly.
So you have to accept its disciplines.
Oh yeah. The paper teaches you discipline, you know, and if you go wrong, you know, you have the end result. It doesn't work. You know?